Hi, how's it going? My name is Sean T. Welcome to Hip Hop Abs. Today, I'm going to show you my secret to flat abs. And guess what? There are no crunches or sit-ups involved in the whole program. Now, the secret is called absolute engagement. It's a technique I've been using for years as a dancer. You know, when I'm in class, or if I'm on stage, or if I'm just making up dance moves at my house on my own, okay? The best thing is, it's only 3 easy steps. Tilt, number 1, tuck, number 2, and tighten, number 3. Now today, I have Gloria and Tanya here to help you get some hip-hop abs with me, Sean T. Now, let's go to step 1. I'm going to turn to the side, and I'm going to show you what step 1 is about. It's called tilt. It starts from the shoulders, and what you want to do is you want to take your shoulders, kind of put them in front of your chest, and just tilt them over a little bit. You still want to have a strong posture. You don't want to look crazy. You just want to take it over, and just drop down, okay? That's number 1, it's tilt, very simple. Let's move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is called tuck. And tuck comes from where? Your hips. You want to tuck the hips under. So, let's just do the hips. Stand up nice and tall, and I want you to see how I tuck my hips under. I just tuck and back. It's kind of like bringing your belly button up towards your chest or towards your chin. Lift and drop and lift and drop. Now let's combine step 1 and step 2 together. Remember, step 1 was tilt, step 2 is tuck. Let's combine them. Step 1, tilt over with the shoulders, tuck the hips under for step 2. There you go. Now I have one more move to finish our what? Absolute engagement, and it's called tighten. Now I'm going to face you here. And then what I want you to do when you tighten, it's all about breathing and all about exhaling, because so many times when you breathe, you fill your stomach up with air. But what we want to do is we want to exhale to tighten, okay? So what I want you to do is, you know, you're very relaxed, but you want to stand tall, and you want to exhale to tighten. On the count of 3, I just want you to exhale. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And you really tighten up those abs. Now, if you're still a little confused about, well, how do you do that, and how do I get those hip-hop abs just when I breathe? I have a little technique that's going to really show you and make it very simple for you. You ready? Let's go. Now, I want you to take your hand and just put it up by your face. And just remember back when you were a kid and you went out to the car, or you were in a mirror and you were trying to be funny and draw a little I love you and smiley faces on the window. Well, what you were doing was making air up against the window so that the fog would film in there, but you have to do that by a certain type of breathing, and I call it the fog breath. So put your hand up, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take little, small breaths and press the air up against your hand so you feel your stomach tight. But I want you to bring your hand onto your stomach, turn your face just slightly, and on the count of 3, I just want you to take short breaths, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's try it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And that is the tighten method. Now, let's combine all 3. Remember, step 1, tilt. Step 2, tuck. Step 3 is what? Tighten. Are you guys ready to show it all? Okay, let's go with step 1. You tilt the shoulders over. Boom. Step 2, you tuck the hips under. And then step 3, let's tighten. Exhale. See that? Let's try it one more time, because I really want you to get it, because next I'm gonna show you some party moves, and you're gonna need to learn how to do this so you can be fly. All right, here we go. So let's step 1, tilt the shoulders over. Step 2, tuck the hips under. Now see, let's just tighten it. 1, 2, 3. Absolute engagement in full effect. Now, let's party. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn 2 moves. They're standing moves, which hip-hop abs is all about standing moves and not doing those crazy sit-ups or crunches, because it hurts. Okay, so here we go. You ready to move on? The first move we're gonna do is called the basic bounce. It's in every workout you're gonna do with me, and it triggers those hip-hop abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get them all. Or if you want a flat pack, you can get that too. Now, bring your feet together. Now, the basic move about it is you're just gonna bend your knees. It's like a bounce, that's why I call it the basic bounce. So we're gonna just start bending your knees down and down and down and down and down. Now, we have to bring the tilt, tuck, tighten method, absolute engagement, all together. So remember we did the shoulder tilt, the hip tuck, and the exhale to tighten? Well, we're gonna combine that with the bending of the knees. You guys ready? I'm gonna count 5, 6, 7, 8, and guess what? We're gonna go for it. Here we go. 5, 6, let's put it together. Go down and down and down and down. Now see, everything is going over, shoulders over, hips under, and exhale, frog breaths. Ready? And work, work, give it down, tighten up the, okay, that's enough, good. You did a good job. Now, that's the basic bounce, okay? You got it, good. Party with the basic bounce whenever you want. But I'm gonna take you to another move. It's called the party bounce, because you know what, Sean T likes to party at the birthday party and groove. So here we go. Step your feet wide, right here. Party bounce is a really cool move. Not only because you get the abs in, but you get the obliques in. Even though it's part of your abs, it works the side and give you that nice little crease there. It makes you look cute in that bikini or with no shirt on, like me. Okay, so here we go. Basic bounce, we just did. Party bounce, we're gonna do the same kind of bounce, but we're gonna move right and left, 2 bounces each. Are you ready, y'all? We go 5, 6 to the right 2 times, then to the left. Now, as I do this, you're gonna see my obliques start to trigger and fire all those muscles in there. See that? Just work it down. The best part about it is you have to come to the center so that you get your whole center core involved in there too. So you got it. Hit it down and hit it down. Now keep this up. Now, in a couple seconds, I'm gonna add my arms in. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your elbows up towards your shoulders. Ready? And 5, 6, let's bring the elbows. Push in. Now, when we get into this method, you really start to get in the tilt, tuck, tighten method. Watch my shoulders. Over, my shoulders over, my shoulders over. Let's tuck it under, hips under, and you got it. Now, exhale to tighten. Shh, shh, work it out. Come on, bring it down. Stop right here, press. Now look, you got those 2. Now we have one more section of the party bounce that's really gonna bring every part of your hip hop abs into play. Now I'm gonna do it slow. We're gonna start to the right side, 2 bounces, then you're gonna bring your feet together with a little party arm up in the air. You guys ready? I'm gonna count 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're gonna do it. So here we go slow. 5, 6, 7, bounce right, feet together up. Now see how I come into that basic bounce? See how that basic bounce is really important? Now, here we go, look. Tilt, tuck, tighten, basic bounce right here. Tilt, tuck, tighten is still here. Keep going. Push it down and rock it out. Work it down. You got that? Give me 2 more. Hit. You got it. 1 more. Push and stop right here. Good. Now you got 2 really cool standing moves that you can take to your next party. You can be like, I learned this from Sean T. I'ma work it out with you. Okay, whatever. Now, let's move on. We got those standing moves out the way. They're cool, you got them. Now we got a couple things that we do on the mat just to kind of trigger and fire and sculpt our abs really good. But remember, there's no sit-ups or crunches because I don't do that. All right, let's move on. Now we're gonna go into something called the plank position. And I got my girls here. They're gonna help you out. Tanya's always gonna do the modified version and in every workout too, so get used to her. And Gloria's gonna do our more challenging, more advanced moves, okay? So first thing we're gonna get into is the plank. You're gonna go down to the floor, and I'm gonna start with Tanya because she does the modified version just in case you're a beginner. Okay, most important thing about the plank is that your shoulders, elbows, and wrists are just in line and very comfortable. And it comes with a straight line down to the hips and to the knees. Your inner thighs are squeezed, your ankles are together to give you a nice core line up the center of your body. Now, tilt, tuck, tighten in the plank really only comes from the hips. And that means you tuck the hips under and back. So she starts to tuck it under and back. Now you see how she lifts and the abdominals start to trigger. And she lifts and I can feel it get nice and hard there. Lift 4 more and 3 and 2 and good job. Good job. How do you feel with that? Good. Now I'm gonna go over here to Goya because she's gonna be in a more challenging plank position. Now, as you can see how she's set up, her feet are shoulder width apart and her legs are slightly squeezed together up here. So she has more of a base of support for her core, okay? Remember, shoulders, elbows, and wrists are still in line to get that good, strong balance. Now, some things that happen when you're in the more challenging version is you start to feel weak sometimes and you can come down like this. This is really, really, really bad for your back, okay? So you always want to come back to neutral position and tuck those hips under to trigger those abs, okay? Hip hop abs, let's get into it. Okay, another thing that happens is Sometimes you think you're doing the exercise right and your butt is all the way up in the air, and that is not cute. So what you want to do, again, is come back to neutral position, okay? You can always check yourself and always come back to neutral position and tuck those hips under, boom. Just like Tanya did, tuck and tighten, lift again, tuck under,